Good day to you all. I just need a few minutes of your time. My name is Pam Kidd. I am a wife of 24 years and I have 2 adult children now, my daughter Sarah and my son Kyle. We have all been diagnosed with CFS, otherwise known as chronic fatigue syndrome. And this is why I have a passion right now about raising the highest awareness I can about CFS and fibromyalgia. The way I achieved that goal was by writing my book, I Have CFS, But I Don't Look Sick. When people find out that we are sick, one of the first comments that they make is, well, you don't look sick, and that's why I named my book that. They also tend to downplay the severity of the disease, thinking that fatigue is the only problem with chronic fatigue syndrome, and it is not. It is not. I will not and cannot downplay the severity of this disease, and that's why I wrote my book. I go into great detail about this in my book. Chronic fatigue syndrome is one of the misjudged and misunderstood diseases of our day. It is also the most disabling and debilitating diseases of our time. CFS is still incurable this far and is only diagnosed by exclusion of everything else. The treatment that we have is finding one that works for you. There is no one treatment that helps us all, and it could be very, very frustrating. I've had CFS now for 24 years, and like I said, both my children have it as well. My husband, when he married me, married a very healthy, vibrant, hard-working woman, and when I was struck with CFS, he then had to come to terms with dealing with a woman who lost all of her life and energy. My daughter also developed severe fibromyalgia not long after her diagnosis of CFS. And fibromyalgia is chronic, constant, widespread pain, something that over-the-counter pain medicines could not even relieve or touch. It took me 20 years before I was able to find a doctor who could diagnose me with CFS, due to the fact that back then it was hardly known about. Doctors knew not enough about it, and it was like a disease, a new disease that needed to be discovered, and still does to this day. CFS is no respecter of persons. It affects every race, every age, and every sex. After getting this virus, it was as though this disease invaded my body, took it over as its host, and is using it as its host, depleting the very life force, energy right out of me. Many other symptoms that come along with it are headaches, deep achiness, traveling pain, a bodily feeling of lead, making it hard to move, concentration difficulties, otherwise known as brain fog, cycles of insomnia and sleep, sensitivity to light, smell, sound, heart palpitations, digestive problems, along with the disabling fatigue that incapacitates you. My best way of describing CFS is that it feels as though you come under some kind of heavy sedation that no rest, nap, or sleep can relieve. A very important comment I wanted to make is that our fatigue cannot be compared to a normal, healthy person's fatigue. Our fatigue is disease-based. I share much more in detail in my book. Because CFS brings great isolation with it, it's essential for support, and I also provide a CFS resource to bring support and help and comfort to those who are afflicted by it on a daily basis. We do need each other. One more positive note is we have learned how to cope with this disease and still live a very productive and good quality of life in spite of it. We choose to live as victors, not victims to it. Those of you who do suffer with CFS and fibromyalgia, you're not alone. I pray that you will come to share the same fighting spirit that we have come to know. It is not in your head. Keep looking for that one thing that will bring you help. Thank you.